Hello YouTube. So you have heard before, I love the Total War series. I just picked up Rome 2 Total War on sale for $15 instead of $50 about 2 weekends ago. I was like psyched because I've seen this and I just got a new computer, so I'm easily able to run this. Love the Total War series. Played it since Rome Total War, the original one, came out. Played up to Medieval 2 Total War. Played Empire Total War. Didn't really get into the smaller ones like Napoleon Total War and such, but still, you can easily see the evolution that they've had throughout their game modes, their game types. Everything is great. And this playing almost highest graphics on this computer. Instead of having little peg legs like the first Rome Total War, just adds so much more to the game itself. So what I have today, I've been playing, obviously, I want to play as the Romans to start off. I also like the Greeks a lot too, since Rome Total War. But I've been continuing a campaign just for Rome. As you can see, I've conquered quite a lot. This is the, I would like to say, political map for diplomacy and treaties and whatnot. So, as of now, I'm allied with Turdentini. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce these right for a lot of them, but we'll give it the best shot. Nervari. And as of now, just cause why not the Ascendi? But eventually I want to get rid of the barbarians and just completely take them out, because there's just no point for them. The only point I really see for the Nervari is that they're kind of like a placeholder, so they can kind of just hold me out on the map. And if I don't have like troops in the area, and let's say uprising happens, like a rebellion or something, they can actually quell it and hopefully take care of it, and not take my settlements in the same time. That would suck, but it just helps because it's extra army and other entity just helping out with war. But anyways, as you can see, I'm at war with what are they called? The Ascendi right now, as well as Macedonia, or excuse me, Macedon, which is pretty much Macedonia, but, and we have some people springing back up, which I think is actually cool. So it seems like, from what I've realized so far in Rome 2 Total War, is that when a rebellion happens, this doesn't, like, the settlement doesn't just become rebels like they've done in the past in Total War games. It becomes like the actual type of religion that they've had, or the, excuse me, the type of, I'm looking for the word for it, the faction, there's the word, faction that they were before. So like, for instance, in this area I just had a rebellion happen, and it was a barbarian faction that took over one of my settlements because I didn't have a military entity there in the time. So as you can see here, for like Korea, I have 100 happiness, and right now it's in the green. It's increasing the green. If it's in the red, it will continue to decrease. And my control over it, which is 73%, will decrease. But anyways, right now I'm moving over. Just the layout, I love it. It's just like Civilization at the same time, except for obviously this one time period, and the evolution within the factions is present, but it's not like you're going from like barbarians or like cavemen to futuristic warriors. So I still like having the historic aspects that this game has presented in it. So, but with that, you also have the agents, which I can show right here. They have a lot right here. The ones that really anger me is the heroes. Like, if you really get a hero going up, like enemy here right now, and I have mine right here. I've been trying to get to use them more. Mostly I just go around with my military units and wreak havoc with that, but with the skill base, which they've had since, from what I've seen, Empire Total War, they add the skills and make the person better. And then with the age, you want to try to get as many skills by doing as many quests, or whatever they're meant to be, whether it be military unit or agent, to get more skills, and then that will help be able to do their duty to a better rate. So like for the heroes, they'll stop military units in their tracks. You really can't move them. You have no movement anymore for that turn. and they can also damage the units, like a specific unit within the battalion or company or whatever you want to call the full armies here for each general or commander. I believe if the general is killed, we'll go down to commander. I'm not 100% sure with the actual Roman or other faction ranks as of yet. Not much of the historian yet, being my age. But anyways, that faction, my ally faction, has been moving in Macedon as well, and they've been at war with Athens, trying to get me into it. But since I've been busy up in the north, I really haven't had time for that yet. But I'm trying to remember where I left off here. So I'm attacking here, and I have my units up here, which I also forgot about for a time, and that's why this guy's raiding, which is another thing that Rome 2 Total War has. I don't know if Empire Total War had it, but they have features like stances. Like you can see here, this enemy unit is in a raiding stance, which if you go into raiding stance, flip at the stats for that, you have benefits as well as disadvantages, and this is going to help like diminish effects of an enemy provinces and such. And then you also have Fortify, which unlike in other games, like they had it up until Empire, because I remember seeing it, instead of building the forts on the maps themselves, you actually fortify the unit itself, and you will make fortifications. In the instance of Romans, they actually have forts that were built up. Otherwise, you'll just have deployables like fire bombs or spikes, which is pretty much just like you would think for tanks, but for horses, which makes sense as well, because if you're running into them, you're gonna get owned. But as well as walls and more stuff like that. So, and pits, which I like a lot. But
Commander, at your command. Ready for battle.
Which actually, I'm going to show you right here, because I don't want to, what I want to do.
Is that all?
Actually, they don't even have military units.
Besieging the settlement.
They have one there, but I can still take them. I still have the advantage right here, which they've always had in Total War games. Mostly, for most of the part, which I'll just
none will escape.
Especially if I see an enemy military unit that's as strong or stronger than me in the settlement, I'll wait for another unit of mine to be able to come in and support as well. So I'll just like hold this guy up here, fortify him at my border, and then send him in. And you'll see like a yellow line between the units if you bring them closer to each other. And that means that they will be able to support, which I can show you later, but I can't do that over here just yet. But anyways,
laying siege to the settlement.
For now, since we're on the campaign map, battles take a little bit longer. Still with great loss. Doesn't matter, I'll take the settlement. Not fortified. They'll have walls, so... Oh, and I damaged them too, because they were in the vicinity. So now they're still not as strong as me. And I was like...
Is that all?
So there's no point for the buildings anyways. I mean, they're not for my faction, because they're barbarians, not Roman. Which is another cool thing, actually, that I found out in Rome 2 Total War, which I have, I believe, in some around here. Probably not, actually, because I was raised down and it took me out, but I love the building system. That's another thing that they changed a lot since the first Rome. The building system based on, like, civil buildings or actual garrisons, depending on what type of city you want. And I was going to say how, for, like, military ones, which I have, Rome's actually. I made Rome a garrison city. So as you can see here, garrison Minnesota, or whatever, or city, I guess, in Roman terms. But right here, this one is actually perfect description. From what I found out, with this type of shield, unlike the more oval shield, this rectangular shield, which you can see more as Roman, is actual like more Roman type of units, like you would see more in Rome, the original Rome Total War. And unlike that, you can kind of take more of the barbarian route of Roman units. I love the new pictures too. I personally do. And you can go for this tree, and they're going to be more barbarian-like. So you won't see as many spearmen. You see, oh, cool, elephants. I did not even know that. You'll see archers. You can continue upgrading them. And where are the actual infantrymen? I mean, that's more Rome, but still. Like here we go, here's a perfect example. You'll see more of, oh, I guess there are spears then too, but more barbarian types. because I had an army like that somewhere too. But and this is another army screen. I love the layout too. I've really gotten used to it, and it's just organized and well done in my opinion. But anyways, and then it just shows all your units on screen. Diplomats, your heroes, your spies, which are the three. I mean, they've changed the rules a lot too throughout the games. These are more, obviously, the agents are used more to actually spread your reign and hinder enemy settlements and units, more than the diplomats, which used to actually be the diplomacy screen that they now have implemented, which is actually a lot more nicer in my opinion, because then you can go and make peace treaties if possible, or trade whenever you want to, instead of just having to send out a diplomat, which might take you across the whole map, which I haven't explored yet because of Fog of War. And another great point, speaking of Fog of War, used to always turn off for cheats in Rome Total War, Medieval 2 Total War, seemed to really start ending the cheating in Empire Total War, because I remember a friend going back in the day, and when he finally got Empire Total War, I'm like, so, do you cheat the campaign? He's like, yeah, there are no cheats. I'm like, what? I'm like, wow, I used to love cheating, but, I mean, when you don't cheat and you can't cheat, here are the barbarians I'm talking about. Barbarian units a lot different. But anyways, when you don't cheat, you earn it more. It feels better. It takes a lot longer, but you're working for it, and you achieve it. I mean, honestly, this is like, what, easier normal campaign for me, because I had just started playing. That's what I typically do for games, is just actually try it out, kind of make it a little bit easier so it's not impossible and deters me away from the game. But yeah, I mean, a lot of great things in this game. Amazing stuff.
At your command.
So I haven't even ended the turn yet because I've been talking. That's fine. Let's see.
We hunger for
Think
battle.
here. Yeah, the freaking diplomat over there. He's still raiding, so what I'm gonna do is send support in case he decides to take the city. He will. What I should have done is kept people here.
Journey completed.
What I originally did is had fortified here, and I took him out and tried to attack him, which I only had one unit, so it was even, and I think he even had advantage, so I ended up losing a military unit, which sucked. But if I kept the fortifications, I would have had advantage. He would either had to push on me through here, because that's like the only way through. Actually, it looks like he can go back that way too. Huh. I guess so. But anyways, he would either have to push that way, or come back and face these military units too, or push around here. But even then, I have a city, so with a fleet and a military army, and the fleets, these guys can be taken off the boats and the ships, and I think these guys do, but probably even use them on the water and shoot, but as well as the general. So we have that settlement now. This guy cannot move. I'm gonna send him over here as soon as I can. So there. So that means since I have this now, make this guy up. I almost use this just because it's common. And I love all these skill bases. You have so many. Just all these different types. A lot of the same pictures, but a lot of different things. I like armor, so I can do armor. I want to actually build up a city, repair this. Well, I'll completely change it because it's not even my type. It's barbarian type. I already have a garrison down there if you haven't seen before in my city. So I'm going to make this a civil one. Just me build one of each, in my opinion. This is the way I build. I mean, I'm new. I'm just trying out. It's the first campaign I played this game, but that will be that. What I might do is take a few of these battles that are better. I already have some saved in the past, like actually one where huge barbarian units, which I think were the rebellion, attacked one of my units, and my unit was fortified, and I held them all off, which was one of the best battles I've had so far in this game, so I can always put that up as a video. But yeah, I have not done much right now. Talking and thinking. Two different things for me. At least in a game like this, not like a shooter where you just do the same motions over and over again. It's strategy. It's planning. It's ruling a Roman Empire. These guys are just trying to distract down here. I'm sending more military units. The only risk right now is that I might lose this settlement because I have 0 right now. More favor is put in to gain more happiness when you have a military unit in presence, and they have 52% of their control still too, and not even Romans, so I might have a problem there soon. But I want to send him in because of him. Athens hasn't bothered me yet, so I'm happy about that. And those are more, see how they're moving. I want to tear them away from these guys because they've been wreaking havoc. Which is really annoying. this guy moving. Okay.
We hunger for
They should be
battle.
there soon. I don't have anybody else to promote, which is great. You can look at these and see who else to promote and end turns. Like another thing, technology, which they've implemented since Empire Total War. I remember that. I might make some videos for those. I wasn't too much into it, but after this, I think I want to get back into it again. But you go through the tiers for each type. Yeah, I'm pretty far right now. I mean, I've been playing this for a while, so. That guy right there. I hope my voice is recording. Well, I guess we'll find out, right? That's my advantage. Am I allies with Carthage right now? That's another thing. No? I must be, Well, anyways. When you have... Yeah, that's because these guys are fleets. And these guys are just military units. So obviously the fleets, the actual warships, are going to have the advantage against the infantrymen on like the crappy transport ships. Well, yeah, it must be allies, because whenever you're nearby and allies fighting, you can actually see and fight the battle. Ground auto-resolve as of now. Always looking for the highest percentage remaining force right there. Kill captives, always do. Don't want any enemies. I'm freaking Roman. Yeah, it's freaking conquer or be conquered pretty much up in here. The House of the Wolves. So. Another series I've been getting into recently, which is actually perfect time, is Percy Jackson for books. And yeah, because they have a Roman and Greek camp, so spoiler. Not too much, but a little bit. This is gonna be slow, just hold spacebar to go a little faster. Within your own turn or other people's turns. Oh, you're gonna attack my army now? That's their hero, I think. Or Wish Doctor, or whatever you want to call it. They died. Not strong enough. Probably try to assassinate my general. But yeah, I mean, well, they're gonna retreat. Oh, sick. So I'm gonna take that settlement. Okay, sounds good to me. Oh, they're retreating all the way back because they do not want to mess with the Romans because they know my empire will destroy theirs. You do not fuck with me. And Sparta's fucking Roman. Oh my god. See, I'm more concerned about Sparta now than even Athens because I realized that they took over the freaking northern hemisphere of Africa. And Egypt's allied with them too, at least Athens. I don't know about Sparta. So once I get more in the Middle Eastern area, I'm gonna have some fun. A lot of movement. That's another disadvantage of not having as much fog of war, which was the thing I found. What are you doing? You can't win? You just can't, dude. Look at that, 100%. Remaining force. You're done. Bye. I think I just pretty much think them besides their agents. Their faction is almost completely destroyed. But I think they're moving on me on that big. Oh, yeah, the army too. That's freaking raiding. Wait a second. So we have this. That's in the spy, the same thing. That person got ruined, got sent back to settlement. I have too much money recently. I had a food problem. That was another thing when the rebellion happened, because I took out a lot of my major cities that produce food. Now I have 31 because I made so much, but still I'm making plenty of money for the armies I have. 10,000 would be plenty, but I have 14,512. So. Overall, I think this game, I don't know what the ratings were. I honestly didn't look up much, but since I saw it, I was like, I kind of want it. I saw it on E3, or yeah, E3, and I saw a couple other videos on it. Just the graphics, everything looked great. I just had to have it. So once I went on sale, I was like, have a job, I can buy it. Now, here I was a little bit nervous because if they started moving in, Macedon started moving in and taking these settlements, then they would start coming over here, I see, screwing around with me. Yeah, it rhymes. I didn't think I was... Okay. So why was I involved then? Because I'm not allied with them.
It is an honor to hear your
They're
words.
not even my clients.
What do you wish to discuss?
They can pay me for. And I can't join anything with them. I don't know what the maximum amount of defensive alliances and military alliances are, though. Excuse me. To continue, they're retreating all the way back here because they saw I took this, like I said, which was the point, anyways. Do they want me to take their settlements? Why the hell are they moving away from here? No idea what they're doing right now. Haha. Oh, I forgot. That guy has a pretty strengthy army over there, too. Yeah, they're pretty much effed. They're pretty screwed right now. That's just holding. Thank God it's just holding. I can upgrade this as well to make sure that's good. More food. Speaking of upgrades. Over here. See, now that they're done, I was thinking about attacking these guys, too.
We hunger for battle.
He's raiding.
At your command.
Just move out of the city quickly here because I have a fleet
Ready for
anyways.
orders.
That's what I mean by the yellow line, by the way. For support. As long as you're in the radius, you can't get too close to the enemy units. But if you just get right outside the radius, you can actually support. Your armies can support. That's perfect. Look at that advantage. Oh my god, that's almost 100% again. Bam! Romans say. Fuck you. You don't fuck with Romans. They might fuck with you, but you don't fuck with them.
Your next command.
So this is the whole campaign map movement. If you've never seen Rome before, or excuse me, if you've never seen like really any Total War games before, this is the whole campaign map, the whole movement. For most of Total War games, it's all been concerned with Europe and part of the Middle East. But when it came to Empire, they actually moved to Americas, and they had like different arrows for their maps. So you would go to each part, and there would be different load screens, because otherwise it would be huge. Maybe they could do it now, because I believe they changed their game engine for this one. But yeah, I mean, it's a good game. It's a good game. This is enough. There's enough stuff in here that I don't need in Americas. Nor would that be historically accurate, anyways. Because the only people that really made it to Americas first were the Vikings. None of these people did. As far as I know. So, I'm gonna
Commander.
put this guy in here. Just gonna leave these guys in here to make sure I get full control. I need more upgrades. And that's gonna be the other place. I want this civilian, like I said, colonial city, colony, whatever you want to call it.
Commander. To the
I'm
ships.
gonna send these guys over here. We're just gonna start invading him.
We hunger.
Oh, okay. You can't just go over there.
At
Okay.
ease,
Works for me.
men. To the ships.
Just going through a city is easier.
Going aboard. Ready for
You
orders.
stay there. I'm gonna send fleet.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
I can't really recruit more, but I'm gonna send him over here.
Put your backs into
We're gonna look how they stance-wise. Unfriendly, not necessarily hostile yet, but unfriendly. So many people hate me, but yes, a decent amount of people actually like me. Neutral. They start getting out of hand, we're gonna have a problem. Not really. I can just shift my people, but and bring up an army without as much money as I have. Still give you an outlook over here. Okay, so this is faction ownership. You also see units on the screen. Holy crap. I own a lot of land. Wow. I remember just being like this area and a little bit of this, if even. Wow. Well, I've been playing it for a while, so I should expect it. Athens is weak as crap. This is diplomacy. Player, enemy, neutral, ally. So yeah, that would be going pretty good for me. Public order. Good. Good. So this was not very high earlier, if I recall correctly. That's only one place. Good. Good public order. That makes sense because I just conquered it. Region mouth. No, maybe it was this one. This one's getting higher though. Of course Rome's going to be one of the highest. Because it's the capital. Region growth. This was low too. This was what I remember being really low. How do you get the growth rate? I know there's buildings that increase growth rate, but I don't really know right now. I'm building so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. So much is being built in 16 BC. Oh, I'm gonna move my mic a little bit closer just to make sure that my friends on YouTube can hear me. Oh, my public orders are great. But it's because they're just sitting there being little dicks. And this is all Sparta, so this is why I'm saying I'm actually a little bit concerned about them. That's Egypt. Is Egypt at war with Sparta? Sparta, Sparta, Sparta. Egypt is not. They're allies. Okay, that makes more sense. Because they are also allies with Athens. Yeah, no wonder they're getting owned because they're at war with everybody. That's what Carthage was like. Carthage is still like that. Thank God they're not at war with me. I kind of want to though, because I kind of want to get the full provinces, because you get a bonus if you do that, like here. For Rome, you get this extra part if you have all 4 whatever for Italia, for the province. Or region, whatever you want to call it. And like here, this gives that, which is great. This is actually little bonuses. God, I have so much money, I don't know what to do. Hello. Just want to spend it. I'm not really concerned with food anymore. You can have 30.